Hello everyone around the world. So we have a motherboard to fix. This is a motherboard that is coming from another computer repair shop, a local computer repair shop. So the motherboard is for Lenovo IdeaPad 100 series that came in for no power. Yeah, my assistant booked is no power. So we can check. Can you fix this motherboard? Huh? The motherboard looks nice. All the components looks intact. No sign of water damage. No missing components. No sign of flux like someone they attempted to change components. Everything looks fine here. But the thing is, they are saying the motherboard is not working. So power supply 20 volts, 2.7 amps. 20 volts, 2.7 amps for Lenovo motherboard should be fine. Plug in the power supply and it's taking 12 milliamps. Pressing the power on. It's taking 100. The board is responding. You can see the light. So I don't know why this was booked as no power. Let me try to power. Let's pay attention to this LED light. Let's try to power off. Off. Yeah, the light is going off. On. The light is coming on. Okay. So what's the story? We have RAM there. Let's check for display. Let's check for display on the big screen there. On the motherboard is on. Can you see something on the screen? Oh, no signal. Okay. I do have another RAM memory here, but I know this job is coming from another computer repair shop. Maybe they changed so many RAMs. On again. It's coming on. And you have nothing on the screen. It's not displaying. The motherboard is not displaying. So I think the issue here that I'm seeing is we don't have display. We don't have display. Because based on the current consumption, let's pay attention to the power supply. Now it's taking 30 milliamps, which is 80 milliamps at the right standby current. If I press the power on switch, it's taking 111 milliamps. For me, 111 milliamps, even if we have the screen, I don't think we'll see anything with 116 milliamps. This is like a dirty current. So what we can check here, our next step is to check coils. What voltages do we have there? What voltages are present, voltages which are missing. I think that's the next step on this one. Because if it's not displaying, you know, I hate working on single chipboards. Yeah, the motherboard is too on. What I want to do, I want to check every coil to see if we have voltage. Um, that's very important. 0.23. I don't know this power supply. Maybe it's for charging. 3.3 volts. 0.7. 0.8. 0.7. 1.36. This is for the RAM voltage. Here, 5 volts power supply is on. 1.3 is on. 3.3 is on. Looks like the charging circuit. 0.7 and 0.8. CPU and GPU voltages. Here we have a BIOS chip. Yeah, the motherboard is still on. You can see the LED. On the last pin of the BIOS, 1.8. So this is a 1.8 BIOS chip. 19 volts. 19 volts. So all the voltages are okay. But the motherboard is like dead current. So what I would do, what we are supposed to do in this case is to reprogram the BIOS. We only have one option, to reprogram the BIOS. Otherwise, after reprogramming, if it's not working, we can't do anything. We can't do anything. So my conclusion here, I think we have a BIOS issue. Based on current consumption, when I turn on the motherboard, is some kind of stuck at 116 milliamps, which is not supposed to happen if the motherboard is posting, supposed to to consume current which is above 100 milliamps, hmm? Above 200 milliamps. So I think something is not right. Let's put back the RAM. So what I would do here, we'll reprogram the BIOS chip. And we have to locate the BIOS chip. The motherboard looks fine. This is the BIOS. You see here? That's the BIOS. Or, today I'm lazy. We can go in a different direction today. I think I have some donor boards for this motherboard. What about just swapping the BIOS chip and see if the current consumption will be the same? Huh? So give me a few minutes. I'll look for the boards and then we'll come back and continue. So from the donor boards, I found this. You see these similar boards? All these boards, they are similar. We have like 3 boards. But our board is this one. Maybe if I put a marker here, that is our board here with the mark on the E.T.C, red mark on the E.T.C, so that we don't bring confusion to these boards. Let's check for board number. Board number AIVP VP1 AIVP1 stroke AIVP2 LAC 771P Rev 1.0. Both number they are similar. So let's swap the BIOS chip. Let's go on a microscope and swap the BIOS chip. It's very easy just to swap the BIOS chip and see, because I don't think all these boards died due to similar problem. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. That's the BIOS chip. So let's take down the BIOS. The BIOS is out. We need another BIOS here. Position. Good. So this is the original BIOS. Let me put it aside. Let's test again. Let's test again. Here we have a BIOS battery. We can short pins on the BIOS battery just to reset the motherboard. We can put it back. Testing. Testing. We need to test this motherboard. I'll connect the HDMI here, and I'll also connect the power on the charging port, and it's taking same like before, 18 milliamps. Before we press on the power on switch, pressing, and it's taking 160 back to 0. It's restarting. Can you see something on the screen? And you have something, check here on the far corner, checking media. It's trying to detect, check. Fault, boot device missing, fail, insert what. So this is the lazy way to go. This is the lazy way to go. You see, it's working. I don't want to waste time. I'll call this a fix. I don't want to waste time. So if we have this kind of motherboard, it's coming on with no picture, before you can reprogram the BIOS, because it seems like the firmware from this BIOS chip is corrupt. So what I did, I just look for another similar donor board, similar motherboard, and swap the BIOS chip. So the motherboard is fixed. So let me know what you think on the comment section, and like to subscribe. Like and subscribe for more videos, and if you have anything that you don't understand or you wish to add, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and I'll answer you on the next video. Bye.